day 2 plus day 1, 5 people gone. I was sitting at the back. I said, at this rate, I'll get my job on the 13th or 14th day. So I was fairly prepared. I said, what to do? And this is karma theory, right? Now, day 3, the best company in the world comes called Honeywell Technologies. Have you heard about this company? It is right outside IMB. Yes, absolutely. Lovely company. I'll tell you why. So Honeywell comes, and they, again the same natak, they say 70 and above. So I also raised my hand. I said, sir, people with 60 are also very good. They said, no, only 70 and above. So 70 and above is about 3/4 of my class. They were all made to write an exam. At 7 in the evening, after they corrected all the answer papers, they said, ki yaar, you guys are amazing. All of you have written the exam so well. I want to interview all of you. But right now it is 7 o'clock in the evening. I have a bus to catch. So I'm going. All of you come to Bangalore tomorrow. I will pay for the bus. I'll take care of you. You arrange a bus. Leave everything else to me. And he left. So I was the class rep. So I arranged the bus. I remember that scene vividly. All my class inside the bus, eating chips and cola and having antakshari, and I was outside. This is karma theory, that if you have not studied, why will you be on the bus? So the bus left, and I could hear them clapping and singing and playing antakshari, and I really cried that day. That's the day I remembered my mom's words of wisdom, ki beta pad le. Didn't happen. Anyway, so the bus went, I went back to my room, cried and slept. Next day, Wipro comes to campus. There is no one in the room except 8-10 of us. So Wipro gets very angry. What is this? Such bad, poor people are you are giving me? And he said, I'm boycotting this institute and I'm going. So I raised my hand because I was a class rep. I said, sir, I have a question. So he said, yes, what is it? I said, sir, have you come in a taxi or in a KSRTC bus? Imagine the scene. Very bad people. I'm not saying bad people are bad people. Bad marks people in the room. Wipro is a top company. Very insulted that there is nobody in the classroom. And now this guy asks a strange question, which is, have you come in a taxi or have you come in a bus? So he gets very angry. So I realize my mistake. I say, sir, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. But I really want you to tell me, have you come in a taxi or in a bus? So he says, I've come in a bus. But why are you asking me this question? I said, sir, it is 9:15 in the morning. The next bus is at 9 in the night. What will you do? We have one temple and one beach. There's really nothing else. And there's no internet also. So he said, yeah, okay. What do you suggest I should do? I said, sir, we are 8-10 of us. I'll bring electronics people, electrical people. I'll give you 25 people to interview. Talk to us 20 minutes, 25 minutes, time pass, no commitments. And then I'll give you coffee, tea, lunch. And by 6 o'clock you finish. I'll take you to Mangalore. We'll have a mug of beer and I'll put you in the bus. He said, wow, that's a great idea. And that's how I entered my interview room. So now the interview starts. Okay, Mr. Goswami, here is a C code. Find 5 faults in it. I'd never seen a C code in my life. So I just rambled something. Then he said, okay, here is a logic circuit diagram. If I change this gate to AND to OR, what will happen to the output? I had never seen such kind of a thing in my life. Then he asked me 3-4 other theoretical questions, and I kind of mumbled very badly. Then he declared that I was the worst student he's ever met in his life. The interview is over. Do you want to ask me any questions? I said, yes. And I asked him questions after questions. Okay, sir, what do you do in Wipro? What programming language do you use? What is your computer like? Where do you live? Do you have a bike? What bike is that? Have you gone to America? Which city? How much money do you earn? After some time, he stops me and says, boss, who's interviewing who out here? So I said, sir, remember, time passed, nothing to do. So he said, okay, continue. And we had 10 minutes more of conversation. We had a very nice conversation. And he asked me what is my interest, so I talked to him about the future of computers. I had a very good idea about what will happen in the future. I knew Java. I did not know how to code it, but I knew what the world was getting into because I used to read a lot of Time and Newsweek magazines in my college. I would not read the textbooks. They're very boring. Why would you? So after 20 minutes, the interview got over and he bid me goodbye. I came back to my room smiling and I read my book and I slept. At 6 in the evening, I was called because I had to do a vote of thanks. I was a class rep. Very reluctantly, I went there because, very humiliating to go there and your name is never there. Anyway, so the Wipro guys announcing the results, and when they were announcing the results, my name was there. Yeah, seriously. So I walked up to this guy after pinching myself that this is too good to be true. I said, sir, is everything okay with Wipro? Hiring people like me is not a good idea. So he said a sentence to me that I think I should share with you, which I have never forgotten. He said, Rakesh, I go to all the best colleges of India. I hire the toppers there. And when I bring them to Wipro, it takes me a year, sometimes more, for me to teach them how to behave properly. They're all rattu totas and parrots and maggus, and I have to teach them how to communicate, behave like a leader and manager. And that takes time, and I find that it's difficult for me. But you, on the other hand, talk very well, are able to articulate yourself, and I'll make you an engineer in 1 month. So I slapped myself like that. Sir, I wasted 4 years of my life, and you could have made me an engineer in 1 month.